Well, hello there, everybody. I just thought I'd let you know the newest thing, sort of. So Aaron got his second surgery done, and I had to start doing, what is it? I had to start doing donating plasma. So, let's see, can you see that? That was my second to last plasma donation. It's called a hematoma / bruise. What happened was the needle moved a little, and so blood for 5 fucking minutes was slowly entering my skin outside the vein. Needless to say, I'm never donating plasma again, ever. You all have a great day. Blessed be.
Alrighty, so it's been a while since I've done a catch y'all up video. So Kim and I wound up having to move from the last spot we were at because of the fact that Hillsborough City, well, a couple reasons. Hillsborough City was charging us for camping on the side of a public road, and even though the city ordinances that they were getting us on are technically violations of civil liberties and constitutional rights, it comes up to about $1,000, and things got a little bit too wet and soggy out there, so we decided to move to this spot so that when we step out of the trailer, we're actually stepping onto sidewalk instead of the grassy space between. And this being the Great North Wet, we've been getting a lot of rain and more snow than this region is used to this winter. And we just started sinking into the grass every time we stepped out of the trailer. So we found this spot, moved out here, let me say right before Christmas. It's now Monday, February 6th, but we've got sidewalk there, and across the street we have a power line park, which Kim and I have been figuring that we'd start doing some of our physical therapy exercises by attaching things to that power tower. Tension bands that our physical therapists have given us and things of that nature. Start using that for exercising, strength training. But on December 31st, a woman down the street came walking up to the trailer, screaming about Jesus, get Satan off my street, Jesus, get Satan out of my neighborhood, Jesus, get Satan out of my home, plead the blood of Jesus on you. And she walks right up, 6 o'clock in the morning. Kim turned, looked out the window after wiping the condensation off, turned back to me and said, whatever it is heading this way, and turned back to the window just in time to have crazy woman smash the glass window right into Kim's face. Kind of hard to tell with the light reflecting off of the window during the daylight, but you actually can see through that at night. Now, some people are wondering, why would she think that you're Satan? Why would she do this to you? Well, we make it very well known that we are not Christian. That we follow our own path. And yes, it is often referred to as pagan because the general use of that word. Unfortunately, some of the stickers on my side just don't want to stay attached. And so again, with that, it's pretty obvious. So yeah, January 1st, she came down, smashed the trailer window right into Kim's face, and then December 31st, they released her 7 o'clock that night, with release order being that she is not to be within 100 yards of us. And she lives roughly where that van is down there. And before that is the driveway to the apartment complex that she lives in. So she's barely over 100 yards from us to begin with. But a couple days after she was released, she came walking down. And as she walked down, instead we would have let it slide if she went across the street, down the sidewalk. But no, she decided to walk right up along the side of the trailer. And just as she got to the truck on the way out, start singing Christian hymnals. And then she came back, and as she got in line with the trailer, started singing Christian hymnals. Which I'm perfectly fine with. Freedom of expression, freedom with religion. But with that being in violation of her release agreement, and right after attacking us and calling us Satan, that was intentional. That was straight up messing with our head. So she got taken into custody that day for violating her release agreement and wound up being held for about 7 days. And the night that she got released, we come home. We come home from school. And it was the first day of snow. And about half an hour after we get home, we hear her screaming again about Jesus, get Satan off my street, get Satan out of my neighborhood, get Satan out of my home, plead the blood of Jesus. So we call the sheriff, thinking she's on her way down again. And they finally come out, and apparently, at least according to what they were able to gather from her live-in boyfriend and the neighbors, she had been out in the driveway making snow angels while screaming the same stuff that she had screamed when she came down and attacked our trailer. So they decided, because they did not want to take this large, crazy woman into custody and potentially blow out their knees in the snow. And she apparently was heading in for the night, and it should be calm and quiet and everything should be fine. They decided not to take her into custody. 4 o'clock the next morning, we wake up to her screaming again, coming down the street to our truck and trailer. And this time, instead of attacking the trailer, she attacked the driver's side of the truck, which was covered in snow, which made it really obvious exactly where she was attacking the truck. Apparently, she had come down barefoot, but the deputy district attorney is refusing to press charges for what Oregon has in regards to a hate crime, which is intimidation in the state of Oregon. And for us to actually press for a hate crime, we would have to take that to the federal level. But considering who we have in office now, don't really see that going over very well. But the DA does not feel, or the deputy DA does not feel that she can actually make the intimidation charge stick. She doesn't have all the evidence. She has not done due diligence to get all the evidence. And she refuses to press the charge even though we have requested it. And actually when she came back at 4 o'clock in the morning on the 11th of January, I had the functional mind enough to turn on the video recorder on my phone so that I could at least get her on video, even if I didn't get her, or get her on audio, even if I didn't get her actually visibly on the video. So you can actually hear her screaming all her religious rhetoric. You can hear her beating on the truck. And as she finally decides to give up on beating on the truck and twisting the mirror out of place on the driver's side, she screams at us, "I hope you freeze to death." And yet they're not willing to press this as anything more than criminal mischief in the 4th degree. Or is it 2nd degree? Anyway, it's a misdemeanor. Kim and I have had to swap sides of the bed because Kim can no longer sleep by the window. While the crazy woman did get released again because she apparently made a very convincing plan of how not to violate her release agreement again. All has been quiet, and we have mental court for her today. So here's hoping that things go well, and Kim is wanting to come out and demonstrate something.
So the book says she had lacerations here and here.
So she flat palmed it with enough force to shatter the window across the bed, and with enough force for the glass to actually cut you in the face.
She just tapped it. She said that 3 different times to him, and he's saying maybe that was one of the reasons that the DA canceled the assault. But she just tapped it. She's 280 pounds and what is it, 5'8". She just tapped it.
I don't think so. So that's the story that the defendant has. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this video for now, and I will, if I can figure out how, attach the videos from my phone so that everybody gets to hear what the crazy woman was saying when she came back on January 11th and attacked the truck. Here's hoping all goes well today. Hope everybody is having a peaceful life with all that's going on. Blessed be.
Too far away.
There's a saw waiting in gold now. Yes. Is there something you want? Yes.
And this is what happens every single time Aaron is dealing with anything in the kitchen.
Or I've just come home. Trying to take my shoes off. Yes. Just for that. Hi. You seem to be very needy at the moment.
So, I'm actually doing homework over here.
Well, you're supposed to be anyway, but you know, cats, when you got a cat involved in anything, they have to take precedence.
Mm-hmm. And on that note,